Well, I reckon we're just gonna have to see what time says about that one.
That we are going to have to.
So, banning wise, you're the analytic man here.
Banning wise, I think we're going to see perhaps a couple of target bans, maybe a Thorn. Jackal definitely is a very roam heavy map. I think maybe even a Doki on this side or a Thatcher. Although Thatcher is not as prominent this side. Maybe a Flores to deal with those shields or an Ace. Because he can just open up those walls, get those quickly in. But it's interesting to see as we haven't seen very many sorts of generic bans this season.
No, it's really been high or low. It's either normal
There we are. There's the Ace
or
I was
out the
talking about.
park. There you go. You're just predicting. So you managed to get one. You're gonna be able to get 3 more, or 2 more. Sorry.
I think we'll definitely see a mirror ban here. That's a given.
All right.
Almost every time we'll see a mirror ban, but I wonder if we're going to see a smoke ban. Because they did that last time, but I don't know if we'll see the same. There we are, there's the mirror. Always take a mirror out just in case she's left in play. Now this gives sort of free reign to the EGIRLZ as they know they don't have to ban the mirror. Are they going to be looking to ban the Thorn in order to target bang Sharky? Or are they looking to ban someone more prominent such as a Valkyrie or a Smoke? I think it's going to be definitely interesting to see who they put out.
I am. Do you know? I'm not here to predict. A pulse.
A pulse, definitely. Well, with the 3 floors of this site, that's definitely incredibly important to get rid of. His vertical play is insane, being able to have that C4 and the UMP from below. So knowing where people are, being a 3-speed, quick rotations, incredibly important, especially playing on those top sites.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Thorn ban, because Sharky was just hitting those heads left, right, and center.
Yeah,
Target
definitely.
ban. Take him out.
Yeah, and they would have just banned everyone they could have. But I think being able to have the first and the last ban in the ban phase is incredibly important, because getting that first one off means you can choose who you want to ban, and then they're going to need to ban sort of the generics, because it means otherwise they're going to have trouble. And the same with the fence, they're going to have to ban it just in case, and the second team gets their free choice. So I think that's incredibly important where you're banning.
Yeah. 100%. But our first site is going to be Aviator and Games. I want to see how they play this. They're going to go Intel heavy with those Vault cams, but are they going to look to expand on certain aspects? Is that playing more into the office, playing up towards 90, or just holding that main, making sure that they can't sprint into office and try open that wall up real quick?
I mean, the sheer amount of information they've got rather than denial, I mean, it's uncanny. I mean, they've got, what, 3 information operators who are going to be gathering those intel for them. I think they're going to be seeing either a very roam heavy or a very anchor heavy, all just holding those angles. Interesting to see no P10 Ronnie. Oh, straight away. Oh, is that a leave or is that a pick?
Nope, that's a leave. He's out. Maybe they've just mentally got there, but never mind. Fnatic going to be taken off the board. His pick comes out there. The alibi, so an Intel operator is off the board, but hopefully Valk got those cams down before she left. Never mind, Zoff is going to be able to pick one more, and there you have it. Smoke and Valk left in the 2 versus 5.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it is.
No worries. But hopefully they managed to get the utility down. I mean, Smoke getting 1 pick off there straight away into the knock, is it?
No, I think it was that's a flawless round, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely a flawless round, I think. I mean,
yeah,
perhaps the loss just gave them the confidence and able to roll them in.
Yeah, well,
yeah, definitely going to be calling for a pause here. As they've lost a player. I mean, straight away that round went to LFO. I mean, having the confidence to just walk in there, knowing they've got the gun power. Interesting, nonetheless. I mean, they still could have picked that off, but I just don't think the team were prepared. The EGIRLZ were prepared for it. I mean, they just lost player after player. It was terrible. Each of them getting isolated in 2v1 gunfights, which is not something that should be happening. You need to be taking those gunfights at least 1v1, or even better, 2v1 on your favor. Being able to take 2v1s against you is incredibly poor. You're going to lose a lot of those, and you're going to get shut down easily. So, odd to see that play from the EGIRLZ. Perhaps they were just talking to their player and confused about what was happening, so we'll have to give them the benefit of the doubt for that round.
Well, here you have it. We've got a waffle again. So the question is, how long have we actually got to waffle for this time? I reckon it's hopefully it's about 2 minutes, because I don't know how much I've got left in the tank here.
I mean, well, I've got about 4 minutes of waffle straight, but that's about it. I mean, we're seeing a lot of Aruni today, definitely. I mean, picking her over the Jaeger, however, is interesting, because Jaeger's his will recharge and able to catch maybe 2 quicker. Oh, thank God, it wasn't even that. But he's able to catch 2 nades coming in a lot quicker, but as the Aruni, once she's lost that door, they've lost it. Seeing an Oryx come out here, but we're also not seeing any P10 Roni, which is incredibly powerful SMG, as we've seen in many matches. Instead, we're seeing the Mark 10 with 1.5. Perhaps we're going to see... was it Mark 14? Mark 14, I believe it is, correct. Perhaps we're going to see some Swarm Pigs.
Well, there you have it. R's in the chat, and we're hopping straight back in there. Like you said, with the Aruni Gate, it can be taken down. But you can also go and shoot the little, the handle, I want to say. I'm going to call it the handle. The handle, the head, the top of it, whatever you want to name it, and that will reactivate it. But I don't know how long it is. I don't know, maybe 10 seconds or
I
something
believe
like
it's a
that?
10-second cooldown on it, yeah. The doodah, in order to shoot the doodah, you got to wait for it to go silver again. But having that is not as effective as a Jaeger, in my opinion, because with a Jaeger you can have 2 of those ADSs on the shield, but the Aruni you can only put 1 of those on the door covering the shield. And that meaning 1 flashbang can take out the Aruni, and then 2 nades instantly fly in, taking out the shield and possibly the player. However, with the Jaeger, it's going to require a lot more utility. It's got better utility burn, it's got better coverage.
Yep, well, last round we didn't see a pick, but yet someone was left the match entirely, which gave LFO an upper hand. The question is, there's no match leaving so far. Is that going... Are they now maybe with a 5v5? I say that, but Smoke, oh, almost going to be caught, sorry, but I'm just too new. 5 versus 5, 2 minutes and 30. No wall denial, like you said last round, and is that going to affect them? Oryx looking to peek, Red Cannon going to take some damage, Tyrox is going to be able to shoot the pellets off the wall. Sledge swinging that hammer, not sure what into.
Perhaps he's just trying to create a sound cool there, forcing someone to rotate below, trying to hold them off. I mean, maybe he just missed as well, or misclicked. I sometimes do that, sometimes like that finger. But yeah, you see that flashbang instantly come out. That's disabled one of the RE, okay.
Yeah, oh, 4 versus 5. Smoke is going to be taken off the board by the knock there. Monkey just looking to rotate around, but never mind, he's going to be caught himself by the Malusi, turning it back to a 4 versus 4. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remain on the board now. Oh.
There we see that droning issue again. They didn't drone out the Malusi's able to walk around and pick up that refrag with no hesitation.
Yep, but there you have it. Speak of the devil, Moosey's going to grab one. I'm just too noob. He's going to turn it back to a 3 versus 3. No, Alpi going to take it for a triple, turning it to a 3 versus 2. Looks to chuck an impact, swinging left and right, looking to go for the peak. Never mind, because I'm just too noob. He's there, he's in your face, and he's going to turn it back to a 2 versus 2.
This is the noob we saw at qualifiers. I mean, getting those MVPs is very important, and we were able to see that from him.
Ooh, I'm just too noob. Now left in a 2 versus 1. They know where he is though, so defenders should be able to hold out for the next minute. He has got a lot of time if he wants to rotate up towards red or even out to the balcony.
I mean, I'm just too noob. I mean, let's see if he can do it in this position. He's got those good angles. He's managed to hold them off. But straight away, he's got that door down now, and he's able to push through another site. Oh, but picked off the table.
Yep, that little angle with the shield arc's just gonna pop his head over there and take him out once and for all, leaving us with that 1-1 scoreline. But LFO, they've managed to get around. The second round, it was a 5 versus 5 to start off with, but it came down to a 1 versus 2. So EGIRLZ maybe not as predominant defending Villa.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're seeing still a 1 versus 2, which is giving them the gun power. I mean, Alfie with those picking up the 3. I mean, straight away, that's very important for them. I mean, it's the lack of droning from LFO that's really being their downfall recently, but we're seeing a lot closer rounds. I think we're going to continue to see that throughout the rest of the game. 1 versus 2s, 1 versus 1s, maybe a 1 versus 3, but I doubt we're going to see very many more clueless rounds. So I think these are better strats. This is a site that both teams are prepared for better.
Yeah, no, I cannot agree more there with you. But what I've noticed with LFO is that they either like to, on the attacking side at least, they either like to go big or go home. So it's either they're sweeping them with a 5 versus 1, or they're going like them being swept themselves.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, LFO have got bipolar disorder. I think they definitely win in sort of one match with an absolute wipe, and they're going down into another one where they've just got nothing. I mean, it's polar opposites, definitely. Well, whether they're being chiseled away or whether they're doing the chiseling, it's in the hands of the maker.
Round number 3 is going to begin. Smoke. Not going to go for the roam, I was going to say. Bit of an odds one to have roaming, because Smoke, he's a time waster with those toxic babes of his, as he likes to call them. Red Cannon going to take a fair amount of damage there, but Looks to rotate towards Master. Just going to hold a tight angle on the window. Is he going to be caught? Flash is going to fly in. Not going to find anything.
Yeah, here we're seeing the Jaeger being brought out rather than the Rooney. Maybe they're bringing that for gunpowder, or maybe they're just bringing that for the flanks.
Well, there you have it. Alibi going to be able to pick off one, turning it into a 5 versus 4 Sharky. Going to take some hefty damage from that 9. Is it what's the frost gun? Oh!
I don't know. I think it's a 9mm C31.
Yeah, I think it is,
Oh,
but Smoke. He's going to grab one this shotgun and follow up with the SMG. 5 versus 2. LFO not looking the best as 2 minutes remain. Tash and I'm just too noob.
They seem to be finally droning though. That was a good drone, and because of them managing to cover themselves, meaning they know it was clearer.
That was definitely a good drone. Tash and Alpi looking to be on the same HP roughly. I'm just too noob. He knows where the smoke is. He's seen it. He's going to go for the pre-fire. Looking to swing back around his left. Oh, there goes the concussion. Is that going to be able to kill the smoke? It is not. It's going to down them though. Are they going to be able to confirm the kill? 4 versus 2 now. Tash is going to find 1. 4 versus 1. It's all down. I'm just too new. But smoke is down. 1 versus 3. Is he going to be able to clutch?
I mean, T Cannon is currently on a 3K there, knocking his own teammate.
Yeah, T Cannon. He was like, nah, guys. You guys aren't going to let me have the attackers. Then I'll take one of your heads instead.
Yeah, he's getting those kills where he can, saving this KD. I mean, why not? That was a good EGIRLZ defense round there. Straight away, you could see them dominating once they got all their players and all their stuff together. Seeing nasty shots coming out from the smoke, especially on Alfie. I mean, Alfie's got a very good mechanical aim. Sharky not seeing as much from this round, which is a bit interesting. We were seeing a lot from him last, but now he seems to be shut down a bit more and not as active. I wonder what's happened to him, and I'm hoping to see him wake up a bit.
Yeah, no. Sharky, he was coming in. I don't know what the scoreline was from last match, but I'm imagining it was over 10 sort of kills there. I'm pretty sure he was definitely over 10.
Most
so where's the passion gone from Sharky? Where is it? He needs to
I
find
wonder
it.
if those 2 rounds lost have currently have damaged him a bit, and he's taken off. Or perhaps maybe this is just not his map. Or even it could just be he's an on and off player, which all of us have. Perhaps it's just a mad map, bad day. There could be all sorts that happen. I mean, still playing in as a sub, I think he's done very, very well from himself and should be proud of his performance so far. Let's hope he can bring it back into this match.
Yeah, we've all got those on and off days, but hopefully, like you said, he's going to find it and bring it back, because I think LFO are going to want to walk away with a 3-3 split. Anything less, and I think they might be kicking themselves a little.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, they've already got that 1 round down, so we're looking at definitely at least a 3-3 split, I'm hoping. But they've at least got 1 round, so that's at least 1 attack they've got on their team, so they're not going to be swept out, which could be very unfortunate for them. I think we're going to see a good round from EGIRLZ here, especially on this kind of site. This site is typically a favoured one, especially in different ranks matches. It's harder to attack.
Yep, I reckon they brought the IQ out, but not as much utility compared to the last 2 rounds. Jaeger peeking left and right, giving his position away by poking out those pre-fires. So IQ, potentially knowing where he is. Azami looking to poke up. Does Sharky know, though? Azami just holding the position. Sharky looking to go for a pre-fire. Nothing going to be found as of now. Droning out. Sharky looking to pre-fire back. Looks towards the drone hole. Drone's going to be taken out. Nothing is going to be found.
I mean, it would appear that the IQ is on a roam clear, which is interesting as there's no pulse.
Yeah, but maybe he just sort of, well, I would say 6-pick, but never mind. 4 versus 4. Monkey's going to be taken out, but so is Oryx, I believe. Yeah, no, it's Jaeger, sorry.
Yeah.
Jaeger's going to be taken off the boards here. The vertical coming out from LFO now. This should put EGIRLZ in a sticky situation.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing a lot more droning here now recently, especially. But Jaeger did manage to get his time wasted. He managed to do a bit of damage, I believe, onto the sledge there. And definitely, I think he managed to get the IQ, which is a lot of utility burn. Managed to waste his time, he managed to do his job, and he managed to get his utility down. So now we just got to see what the rest of the team are able to do.
Yeah, 1:20 I think he wasted there, and taking someone down with him, that's extremely well played. Vertical coming out here, but it doesn't matter. The classic British rifle is going to be swung, but never mind as Ash looks to go for the kill. 2 versus 4. and just a minute on the board. Red Cannon looking towards the stairs. He's going to find one. Is he going to find two? He's sprang in the wrong direction as the L85 hits him right in the face. Smoke looking to go for his ping with the SMG-11 here. He's looking left and right. He doesn't know where the players are. He's going to be able to find one. Is he going to be able to find the other two? Plant now going down. He's heard it. Toxic Babe going to be chucked out. He's going to look to rotate with his shotgun. He is being held though. Ash is going to whiff, and could this be? It's their equal HP here. Smoke. Sledge. That's it. That's going to kill the Sledge, surely. But no, 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 no. The pistol and the SMG. The fight is going. It's unbelievable.
Oh, on the edge of my seat.
The Smoke is going to be able to win it out there. I'm just too noob. And the Ash, I'm sure they will be kicking themselves there.
Absolutely. I mean, that just shows the mechanical play from Alfie there, managing to take that right back to it from the team. I mean, going down from a 3 versus 1 and able to take that into a win. I mean, having those toxic Bades left there were able to force him off of that plant, able to shut him down to lower health, so knew he wasn't able to plant as he had other toxic babes left. He could have wasted all the time in the world he wanted, but getting those mechanical picks off and Sharky just missing those vital shots onto the player really cost them that round.
I really think Sharky is going to be kicking himself there, just because that's the Smoke was looking in the completely opposite direction, but managed to flick right onto Sharky's head.
Well, yeah, but we're seeing a shotgun there. I mean, incredibly well played from Alfie. I mean, there's nothing you can take away there, but seeing that shotgun at the close range, just how lethal it can be, especially on Sharky, looking the wrong way, getting caught.
Yeah, 100%. And that could have been a round towards LFO. They looked particularly strong, in my opinion, coming down with a 4 versus 2, I believe. But no, Alfie was managed to clutch it up there for them.
Most definitely, yeah. Was it a 2 versus 4 or a 3 versus? I don't know how many kills it got.
I think it was a 2. I want to say it was a 2 versus 4. I want to say it was a 2 versus 4.
I think it was I think he managed to. Yeah, it was a 2 versus 4, and he managed to clutch up the 1 versus 3 because we saw that player come in from behind from closet. So it's going to be interesting to see him back on those upper sites again.
Oh, Tyrox taken off the board by. Notice I'm just too noob. The Danish operator played by the Danish player.
Not the Swedish player.
No.
Tyrox not quite showing what we saw in the qualifiers. I mean, we saw, I think it was 3 MVPs from him, which is quite significant, especially only after, like, what, 4 matches?
Yeah, that is fairly impressive. Although I may have not been here for the qualifiers, Tyrox looking very strong, but 5 versus 4. Diesmo losing some HP, but it doesn't matter. Sharky's turned his head back on, and he's managed to find a kill on to the mute.
Here we are, we're seeing the adaptation that comes out from LFO here. They know what they've done wrong, they're looking at the rounds they've lost, and they're taking it over, and they're winning it back.
LFO could definitely look to push site as the smoke is off, so they don't need to worry too much this time. But Office is being held by... Oh my god, I'm totally blanking on the name here. The operator name. I know it's the Red Cannon playing.
Rooney.
The Rooney. Oh my god. It doesn't matter because Albie doesn't matter. He's on the roam here. He's going to be able to find one. That's it. But they know where he is now. SMG-11 doing a little bit of damage onto Monkey. Monkey does know
Oh,
exactly
they've got the diffuser.
Ooh. This might not be so good for LFO now.
No, close down in the bathroom. I definitely think that's going into EGIRLZ's favour. As you said, it's not looking good for LFO.
Yep, that's it. 3 versus 4. This one player is not a huge different. Grenade gonna fly out, and Red Cannon, oh, barely holding on there as his head is taken off. It's a 1 versus 4, all down to Fnatic. Is he gonna be able to recreate what we saw last round? Yes, no. Pre-fire is coming out towards 90. Is he gonna be able to find one?
Oh, the
no.
TK.
The TK coming out from Uncle Noob.
So was that double kill, collateral?
Collateral? I think we're putting it a collateral.
I think we're seeing that as a collateral, yeah. So I think we're looking forward for a 4-2 here.
Blue on blue.
Well, orange on orange, I think we're seeing on our screen. But that was a better round for Sharky, picking up a double kill there. Definitely being able to shut down that team a lot better. I think he's adapted. I think he's learned what he's doing. And I think he's finally putting in those bullets.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I'm just having a quick look at the Twitch predictions. 98% have voted on LFO UK.
Attackers need to locate
So,
and defuse bombs.
I don't know, but I think chat's telling us who's going to win.
Definitely, I think chat's telling us who's going to win, yeah. I mean, we're looking at a very, very high base onto LFO. I mean, there's hardly anyone even gifting towards EGIRLZ, I think LFO have have pretty much got this. So let's see how it goes. Straight away with a pick, is that? Oh.
No, I don't think.
No, my bad. Yeah, I was watching the stream. Sorry.
I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
not quite. Unless they're cheating.
I was rewatching it in my
As I'm
brain.
aware. You just going
Recovering,
for
yeah, my analyst brain was recovering
Attackers are
around.
heading out to
That's
defuse
it.
the bomb.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
Yeah, it's the analyst thinking style. But yeah, hopefully that's the confidence picked up on Sharky there, playing on that Ash. I mean, he's certainly a good entry fragger. I wonder if after this match they're going to think about what's happening with Pack.
I wonder. I wonder if they're like, well, you know what? This roster played fairly well, so why don't we just keep it going? Free Fire's come up from past year.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's certainly interesting to think about. I mean, having a roster like this play this well.
Oh! Sharky going to be able to take the head of Fnatic playing Jaeger there, but I'm just a noob. He's lurking down below. Do they know his presence?
Was that a wallbang through the window?
Oh! Yeah, I believe it was by the Ash, but it doesn't matter as a 2 versus 5. The smoke gun going to come out, but it's not going to be enough. A 1 versus 4 as he collects one onto the Danish. But that's it. The attackers giving us a 3-3 split.
And a triple kill for Sharky. Definitely woken up now. His confidence is definitely back up there where we want to see it. I mean, 3-3 split is what LFO is certainly looking for. I mean, they've learned those fights and they adapted and they made those plays as they needed to do. I mean, that early pick off onto Fnatic, straight away shutting down the Jaeger, which is a main counter to Ash. I mean, it's just impressive to see how they managed to bring that back, adapt to their match. But again, I think we're in for a close match.
Do you know what? I wonder if LFO are kicking themselves because they could have had a 4-2 split if they played that round correctly, or if they were just so unlucky.
Most certainly a 4-2 split was in play here, but I think we've, with the interests of the players, I mean, they've done very well. I don't think they'll be kicking themselves at all. I mean, they've done very well with their adaptations. I mean, they've learned what happened, they've learned how to adapt, they've learned how to fix the issues they had. So it's just interesting to see how they're playing again, how they've learned that. I mean, not many teams can do it just the way they're doing it.
And I wonder, LFO, we've seen them on Oregon. Defense was as strong as it could be. Is the map change going to affect it though? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, if they try to play this map like it's Oregon, then we're definitely going to see some issues here, because this is not an Oregon. This is a whole map in its entirety. I mean, come on, it's got longer angles. It's a lot more. I mean, the corners are a lot more compact. You've got to be a lot closer with your enemy. I mean, it's a bigger map, so I think we're interested in seeing perhaps a different playstyle here, a lot less aggressive. Never mind.
Well, Sharky, he sprinted out. Was it a C4? I don't know. I think it was just a run out. But Fnatic gonna pick out the refrag as he was down there. The red cannon taken off the board. Not one of the top tier players, but he is gonna take 2 frags and, well, I guess knock.
Yeah, the flanking ability. I mean, being
ability.
undercover from the cameras is very important to have.
Especially with the sound reduction, I think it is that she has.
Footstep reduction, similar to Caviera.
Yeah. So, Fnatic looking to spray. Is he going to find one? Monkey lit up there, but he's going to look to drop the hatch. He's looking to rotate up towards red now. 4 versus 4. Not a lot's changed. HP dished out on either side, but Monkey really, really quite low as Doki picks him up there. 4 versus 3, turned back to a 3 versus 3. It's just back and forth, but he's going to be able to find a second one as he turns it in favor of LFO.
Yeah, wow, I mean, who's that picking up the 3 kill? That's the Cade there straight away. Oh, was that an ace?
I
Or
think
was that
it
just
was
a 4K?
4K. Sharky
4K.
coming out with that early spawn peak.
I mean, oh yeah, definitely. Well, a 4K is incredibly impressive. I mean, that's every player on the board apart from the spawn peak there. Incredibly impressive from the Cade. I mean, he had some very good plays. I think he got a collateral at one point, or at least a double kill in one sort of angle when he quick peeked that door. I mean, very well played from LFO, just what I'd expect from a team like that. Playing how they should, playing how they would. I mean, and Sharky, straight away with the spawn peaks, keeping up that aggression on a similar map. Didn't quite work the same as it did, because on this map you have to run, you have to actually physically jump out, and straight away they were landing those bullets on him, knocking him, meaning he was currently unpickupable, and his team couldn't get it without sacrificing one of their own.
I do wonder, you know, LFO, it's in the name, they are looking for an org to represent them. Wonder if any orgs watching there out there tonight gonna potentially send a message or two their way.
Definitely, especially maybe an org that have dropped a roster recently, or someone who is looking for a roster in Siege. Perhaps they've branched out from another game. But it's going to be interesting. I wonder how many org owners we got watching this game. But yeah, it's a good game. LFO definitely showing the stuff they're made of, and it'll be good to see if they get picked up from a roster from this.
Yeah, definitely. Streamed games, cast games is the way to go to get yourself noticed out there. It's definitely how your name gets put in the system. But C4 gonna fly out from the Cade there. Yes, no, it's gonna be shot out of midair, I believe.
Definitely, I
Oh,
mean, that could have been lethal. I mean, that
Yeah.
looks like their whole team is there. That could have been a whole... That could have been ace
Three,
with one
four.
C4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was very, very dangerous. Lucky to get that shot out of the midair. Bit of a wasted utility, in my opinion. Although the reward would have been great, it was a great risk, and I just don't think that would have been worth it.
So there's a bit of a roam game coming out from LFO currently. The Knock just looking to drone herself in here, I believe, as Cannon looks to approach from the basement. Cade extended into the Aviator, but Vigil.
Knock on the
looking
Vigil
to come
was
up
they
to
found.
Vigil.
Do any of them know where each other is?
Do they?
We're going to
Has
see.
not heard that. No! With a red cannon, going to be taken out of the board there by Sharky. He is really turned on. He definitely is, as he's able to pick up one onto the sledge. And another flying out from the K tier, turning it to a 2 versus 5. It's not looking good for Fnatic and Tyrox here. Swarm's going to go out. He's going to be able to find one, turning it into a 2 versus 4. Coming out with the Osa Shield here. She's going to be able to find 2, but the refrag comes out immediately, and Sharky with a 4K there.
I mean, Sharky, he's just got that mechanical skill on lock. I mean, and EGIRLZ are just lost when they're trying to attack these sites. I mean, 2 sites in a row, they've lost to what, a 3K, 4K from a player. I mean, this is where we see the polar opposite side of LFO. I mean, they were getting close, grinding the gears with EGIRLZ on the defenses and the attacks when it switched around. But now, back in the swing where they had before, picking up those 4Ks, picking up those 5Ks, getting those aggressive plays like a cave thrown out of the window. I mean, yeah, personally, I feel it was a waste of utility, but in the long run, it was a good idea because it could have picked off those early players.
I reckon we're going to be looking.
Attackers need to locate
This game looks like it's coming to a close within the next round or 2.
Yeah, most certainly so. I mean, it's currently a pretty high scoreline. I mean, especially for something we expect to see in Villa or something. But I definitely think that they could close this out in the next few rounds.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like an LFO round. I mean, EGIRLZ, they've got the stuff, they're just not bringing it today. It doesn't look very hopeful for them.
So I believe LFO currently placed 4th, and then EGIRLZ are placed 6th. I'm not sure where this win, if they do manage to get it, will put them.
EGIRLZ, yeah, I do believe they're 6th, and I do believe the other team are on 4th. But so, in fact, I will double check that for you right now. Yeah, EGIRLZ in 6th, currently putting them up as place from 7th place. And LFO have dropped down down 2 places from 2nd into 4th.
Well, maybe this win, if they are able to get it, because you never know, Caster's Curse might come out and put them in the mud and give them a draw. Will they be able to prop themselves back up to the top spot, number 2?
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe I've got a Caster's Curse. I put my money on the start on EGIRLZ.
Ooh, I don't know. 5 versus 4 now. That's it. Twitch being taken off. Sorry, Sledge being taken off the board. Frag Grenade's gonna come right back at from Alpi though, taking the Valk away. But oh, that's it. That's a nice hatch kill. But immediately refragged from those feet holes, and Orc's gonna look to go for the spray. He's gonna be able to find one as it turns a 3 versus 2. We have seen clutch ups from 2 versus 3, so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's still winnable from, but I mean, it's going to be a very difficult task, especially as they've got the diffuser, but both of them are full health, and they've got to attack a whole team of full health players as well, who have site control.
Not gonna have the hatch opened on her there, as she looks to rotate back out.
I mean, a minute and a half left, and they still haven't even taken vertical control, it would look yet, and they still haven't even cleared Aroma. It's not looking good.
I'm not too sure. I think we are looking at match point currently. Just the sprays coming out from Fnatic. He's panicking almost, looking left and right, up and down, but he's not able to find the Vigil spraying at his feet there. Red Cannon doing the same, just pre-firing, hoping to come across ahead. Ooh. Grenade comes out, Vigil's gonna grab. Oh, no! It's Fnatic who's grabbing one onto Vigil, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I saw, but he's coming away with very, very low health.
Yep. Red Cannon gonna hop in that window. He's gonna be taken out though. 2 versus 1. Fnatic barely living here.
I mean, I'm surprised he survived that jump in.
Yeah, honestly, breath of air, or breath of air. Breath of air might even kill him here.
Yeah, they could sneeze and he's going to be knocked back.
Yeah. Just peek. He's gonna pre-fire. Nothing coming out as Tash looks to swing the door
Yes.
though. LFO. Match
Yeah,
point.
there's the LFO aggression. I mean, they just come out straight away.
Oh.
One bullet would have done it. Didn't even have to ADS because they just knew if he just sprayed him enough, even the bullet casings would have killed him.
Well, that
Alfie
is,
more concerned on the charms, however.
yeah, I think Alfie's head might be somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I mean, fair enough. It was a nice charm if you liked it. But Tash, well played there. Noob, well done as well. Both full health at the end of that round. I really expected them to win that sort of flat out. Seeing a similar scoreline as we did last game, unless the other team can pull it all the way back. I mean, LFO, if they could just win this next round, that's the same scoreline, I think, pretty much as we saw last game.
Yeah.
1 round different.
7-3, yeah.
Defenders
7-3,
protect the bombs
7-2.
defused by
Not
attackers.
much, not too huge of a difference there, but I reckon this might be it.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. I reckon time of death here for EGIRLZ.
I think we can definitely say well played to the EGIRLZ. I mean, that's 1 regulation win down. This should possibly be a second without going into OT. So, I definitely
Honestly?
don't think we'll see an OT this match.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
I mean,
no way
it's-
we're seeing an OT, but
No.
I want to follow the story of LFO. I want to see what happens throughout the season. I'm intrigued. You know, are they going to be picked up by a team,
5
or
seconds to go.
are they just going to be left fighting for themselves here?
I mean, I am curious on the style of LFO. Yeah, definitely they've done very well. Are they going to form their own organisation or team? Or are they just going to find another for them to represent? I mean, I'm also curious on the match side of EGIRLZ. Will this be their wake-up call that they need in order to change up their style and win some couple more games? Or are we going to see them fall back into the relegation battle?
I don't know. I reckon potentially. Oh, 2 kills coming out either side. Sharky's going to be taken out, but so is Alpi. So 2 top fraggers from either side there. Alpi with 11 and 8, and Sharky with 12 and 8.
Yeah,
Shark's
I
only
think
got 1 more.
that's 2 of the most frag-heavy players. It's very important.
The Red Cannon, you did see them going towards the window, but just unable to. They didn't fully confirm. No, commit. Commit is the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
didn't
Commit to
straight
it. Oh, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Only been gone a year and a half.
He certainly confirmed it.
But a frag grenade from Fnatic is going to fly out onto Tash and turn our situation to a 4 versus 3 with just under 2 minutes left. Tyrox looking to drone. Monkey, he's got all 3 of his toxic babes there, so he's got a fair amount of time wasting he could do here.
Yeah, well, I mean, the stats were just here from LFO from the start. They were always on their side, and I just wonder if they just had the confidence as well, because they knew that, and they've managed to go out and win this game.
Finger on the landing, holding a tight angle. Oh, that's not going to be able to pick a kill onto Monkey. Monkey just peeking into office as well. Getting a little cocky as he's looking the opposite way. Osa is able to pick one, otherwise known as Tyrox. But it's all down to I'm just too noob, the second fragger, but it doesn't matter as Tyrox is going to pick up his second kill.
Have they finally worked out a way to counter and relearn these strats? I mean, they seem to have finally been able to sort of adapt to that strat that time. I hope they can do it again. I mean, maybe we will see an OT if they can keep playing this way. But again, I'm not so hopeful.
Yeah, they are, 2 rounds. It's it may not seem too big to some people, but right now I reckon it's a rather large gap.
Yeah, I mean, 2 rounds, definitely doable. Definitely something they can pull back. It's a bit like a tug of war. However, I think there's still 2 rounds. They've got to come out and bring their absolute A game, absolute adaptions, just winning those straight out. Because I think, if not LFO, even just 1 more round, they're in. Oh,
Um,
I
okay.
think he was looking to up his KD.
Yeah.
Located by attackers.
Do you know what? Have we cursed this?
I think maybe. I think we've got casting curse.
We spoken a little too soon here. So that's just Noob off the board, and he's going 10 and 6. He's throwing down some heavy numbers
10
here.
seconds to insertion.
Well, definitely. Well, I mean, my channel points are on EGIRLZ, so maybe the curse is
5
coming.
seconds to go.
Maybe it's a charm.
Look, I've
Gonna
been
have to see.
betting LFO. I've
Attackers are
gained.
heading
I've
out
gone
to
from
defuse a
I think it
bomb.
was 200 channel points to around 2.6k channel points.
I've not got any.
Adding my +1.
Well, you know, you just gotta know who to place your money on.
Skill issue, you know.
4 versus 5 though. It's not looking particularly good for LFO as Mute looks to take a lot of damage. Tash there, just gonna run away. C4 has also been used. Alvini, I think they're taking a little bit of damage here. As the smoke below. Played by Sharky. Oh. Do they know? Does the Iana know? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Oh, 1 HP in a dream here. All he had to do is fire a single bullet. And Nomad would have been dead, but no, 2 versus 5.
I mean, the dream must have come true there.
Yep, the red cannon taking a lot of damage by the Cade. The silencer there, silencer meta coming our way. Monkey looking to hold an angle, looking to rotate up towards 90. See if you can catch anyone looking to meet that main corridor. Fnatic going to be downed and dead as it's turned into a 4 versus 2. Monkey is also using a shotgun here. Seeing a
Yeah.
lot of shotguns here.
Well,
Alpine
2
gonna
slow
flank.
ones, to say the
Oh.
least.
Is the C4 going to connect? Is it just in time? No, it's not. And Alpi's going to be revived as well. 4 versus 1. Monkey blinded. He's spraying and praying,
Yeah.
but nothing is actually going to come
I
of
mean, flashbanged and thrown around. There was not much he could have done there. That was a pick and a half. I mean, stuck with 2 slug shotguns at the end. I think we may have caused a bit of an issue on this cast, as now we're looking to get them into the game. I mean, EGIRLZ 1 round and it's going into an OT.
Yep, that's right. It's, you know, 1 round and we're looking at OT, but I reckon my money's still on LFO. I'm not changing my mind. I'm not switching sides. I'm not like that. Money's
No,
on
I still
LFO.
have faith on the LFO. I mean, they've had 2 technicalities. They had 1 round where where EGIRLZ just sort of over-dominated them. They just managed to adapt and take it over. But the second round, it's not looking quite so
Attackers
good
need to
for them.
locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, so, you know, came out with a TK last round. I'm just too noob. He's not going to look to get the TK back. I think it was just genuinely an accident. Shotgun being run by Cade, and then we got the shotgun on Frost, so no need to worry about rotates here.
Well, Frost has got that secondary shotgun, which brings even more utility to her name. I mean, Frost is an incredibly powerful operator, full stop, especially with that 1x and the vertical grip now on her. That
yeah.
just adds all that power. Putting an extended barrel on that means she's got the length as well, she can handle all distances.
It almost reminds me of an old clip, because I'm sure, as you know, if you whack on the vertical grip, there's almost no recoil.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's like
It
none.
reminds me of an old clip. I think it's Macy J on Bartlett, and he's got the UMP, and I can't remember. It was back when the UMP just had no recoil, and it sends me back to that sort of time period with some guns were just no
Definitely.
recoil.
Starting to look that way. I mean, some guns and some of the players on these guns, you can definitely just see absolutely nothing coming from them. I mean, it's just a beam of laser, and that's not something you want to be stepping in front of.
Yeah. No, it almost looks like they're using macros, but Bandit down below. Monkey, does he know to place a C4? That is the real question. It's just looking up towards the ceiling. Really using his sound there, but I'm just too noob. Going to be taken out early on by Fnatic. It sounded like a one-tap. The question is, was it? As a refrag is going to be picked up by Sharky here. Looks to chuck out on Azami. Red Cannon's going to be down, though. 4 versus 3, but it's a 4 versus 2. 2 of them are downed. Red Cannon still needs to be confirmed. Is he going to get revived here? Finka could just use a boost and pick him up, and that's what she's going to go do. The Red Cannon now being picked up. 3 versus 3. Even Stevens.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see the G36 on Iana. I mean, she lost her 1.5 on the AR Rex, which could cause a lot of the issues.
Oh, it's a 3 versus 1. It's all down to Cade now. It's a minute and 40. I think we might have actually cursed this game. Gonna shoot around the eye on the drone, but pre-fires could well send this Cade to the forever box. The real Iana's gonna walk into B site. Cade looking to hold the long angles as he's got the 2-time scope here. With this suppressor, they're not gonna know where he is shooting from. Plant's going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The plant is down. He's not going to be able to pick up one. He's going to chuck the C4. Little to no health. It's not going to connect. He's going to prone on the floor. 40 seconds on the board. He doesn't know where to look. That's it. The Osa shield coming out. He's got a reload right in front of Osa, but no.
The
rotate
jinx.
Iana. Yep, we jinxed it.
Definitely jinxed it. Definitely a caster's curse. I think
That's
when
it.
we brought up the casting curse, it sort of went to the curse.
I
I mean, we've seen that very same. We've seen Daizama, I think his name is, or Cade. We've seen him clutch do a 1 versus 4 before. I mean, surprised, but not disappointed, if you know what I mean. I could have seen him winning that, but I also, in the very same token, completely understand losing that as a 1 versus 3. You outgunned, outmanned, had to reload. No chance of winning that. Still well played by him, still well played by the team, but EGIRLZ starting to bring that game that we wanted to see. I mean, they're starting to adapt, they're starting to learn, they're starting to make those attacks that we want to see from a team like theirs.
Yeah, I do wonder if we're now going to lose our job for cursing this game.
Yeah, I hope not. I've got family.
You know, we got families out here to feed.
Yeah, please.
I need my Twitch chat points.
Yeah, I'm getting worried now. How am I going to
Yeah.
feed my family without my 560 Twitch chat points?
Yeah, I don't know. I could donate you some. If LFO win this, I can definitely look into donate you some.
Well, if EGIRLZ win this, I've definitely got a lot of money coming my way.
Oh, I'm gonna have a quick look at that. I'm gonna back you on this.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you've got about 18.5k in the pool.
I'll send you a couple.
2%. Your chances are 2% here. So if you win, you're going home big.
I mean, I think EGIRLZ, even with the 2% on, so they've got this, if they can keep this adaptation up. I mean, taking these rounds by storm almost. I mean, at least 1-2 players outgunning the last guy.
Yep. Well, 5 versus 5. It's overtime now, so everyone's gonna be on edge, I feel. Sitting, or maybe even hovering on their chair at this point as they look
Yeah.
to try claw their way back. Pre-fire is coming out from Twitch. Nothing gonna be found. Just going back and forth, repelling.
Well, I mean, I know I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I mean, we're seeing a lot less shotguns now, though. I mean, look at that. That's a full lineup of ARs and SMGs. We're looking for a very frag-heavy match.
Yeah, LFO have decided, no, you know what, we tried it. We tried the slugs meta, but we're gonna go back to good old regular fashion bullets.
Iana losing her Gemini straight away there from a pre-fire.
Well, good thing is about Yana is the Gemini regenerates fairly quick and it's back on the board almost instantaneously. If you were to
Very good
like
to
to
have.
say. Yeah, we see holding 90 here. Got covered by our teammates on the campus here. One's going to push up main, pre-fire going to go out. Yes, no. Is that a person at the end of main? I'm not entirely sure.
I think it is,
It's
but it's
an
behind the
Osa.
shield. Yeah. I
It's
mean,
an Osa.
Osa behind the shield there. Osa's incredibly powerful. I'm surprised we haven't seen much
Yeah.
of her. Especially with the rifles she's got. I mean, she's got the PDW, but she's also got the 5.56. I can't remember what it is, but it's the same gun that Thermite holds. Pretty
Yeah.
much powerful in the game.
It's like the 5.56X. I want to say XI, but it's
Yeah.
probably could be wrong here. C4 looking to be placed out there by Cade. Not going to connect.
No,
For
but
the
it might
5
take out the
versus 5.
shield.
It's looking good for LFO. Minute and 30 as we approach. The clock's just ticking down. Oh, sorry, less than a minute now. I've
Yeah.
managed to keep the clock wrong. But Cade is going to find one onto Alpi. That's going to send him off the board. Another 3 versus 5. There you go. The swing coming
And
in.
there's-
Yes, no, yes.
Bomb diffuser.
Oh, Sharky, he's going to find one more quad kill. Is he going to go for the ace? Yes, no, yes, no. Oh, the bearing 9. Is it going to be the death of him? He knows where Sharky is, and that's it. He's taken off the board. Unlucky. No ace for you today, Sharky. I think, four players stand in her way now. Just pre-firing. 28 seconds on the board.
There we are, and that's the LFO round. I mean, we've seen some incredible gunplay this game, but Sharky there with the bearing 9 and the spear absolutely dominated, taking out 4 of them and going for that ace, just missing that headshot on the last player. I mean, he's doing very, very well.
Look, you're the analytic man out here, so I'm gonna chuck you an analytic question.
Hit me.
It is overtime. Are we gonna see our defenders play more aggressive, the same, or a little more site based?
On the side of EGIRLZ, I definitely think we're going to see. I think we're going to see a more site-based hold. I think they're going to be saying we need to slow this down. Playing the aggressive just didn't work for us. It ended up with a 3-3 split, I believe it was. So they're going to be saying slow it down, take your time. If we defend properly, like we did with Alfie on the smoke, I think definitely we can take this round to ourselves. So I think that's what they're going to do. But it could also be the complete other way. They could be going, oh, we're expected to play slow, so we're gonna have to speed it up. Let's go. Let's speed it up. Let's play more aggressive. They're not gonna think about it. But OT match point, I mean, we're seeing a Flores coming out here and a Thatcher, someone we haven't actually seen these matches, I don't think, yet, purely because they were born in the first, banned in the first map, not born, banned in the first map, and now they're being brought into the second just to bring in that utility, as they know it's going to be a very utility-based round.
Yeah, and no ADSs to catch EMPs because Jaeger and Thatcher have that weird relationship where Jaeger can take out his EMPs, but Thatcher can also take out the ADS depending on where the EMP is based, obviously.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a very love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens with a lot of operators. It's like Jaeger and Ash, both their hitboxes are just a bit junky. So when they fight each other, it's all a bit of feud.
Tyrax down the stairs, and the red cannon. I'm not sure where you're going with that play there, but I'm just a noob. He's going to find one, but immediately a frag is going to come back out onto Tash. That's a Zoffy off the board. Alibi looking to spray. It's a 3 versus 4 in favor of our attackers, LFO. That's it, 3 versus 3. A kill's going to be found. It's a 2 versus 3. This is on the edge. I am quite practically off my chair at this point.
Yeah, currently, I mean, I'm sat on the floor. I had to take off my chair just because of how scared I was for the defending side. I mean, it's a 2 versus 3 diffuser in hand on the side of LFO, so it is looking more in their favor even further. I mean, let's hope to see that they can do what they can with this defense.
Flying exploding drone going out there from Flores. 3 versus 2. They've got 1 minute and 37. They've got all the time in the world to work with here. Just need to use their utility a bit. Thunderbird looking to go for the swing. Question is he going to find anything? No, it's I'm just too noob. He's going to take the head off of I want to say Tyrox. I'm pretty sure that was.
Alfie just got shut down there.
It's Alfie,
I mean,
but it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
Alfie on the mute, and there's the match over. Finally, we see that OT win from LFO as we expected. Well, we expected a regulation, but well played by LFO there, yeah.
So, LFO coming out, 2 wins. First one was nice and easy. It was a 7-2, I believe, and then towards our second map, it got a little close, ending on 8-6.
Just as we expected to see. I mean, I think we were waiting for the. I think we were waiting for just a bit of that confidence to build in the EGIRLZ, waiting for them to wake up. I don't know if they did their warm-up, but they certainly did well. I mean, I think we saw a better match from them in the second half, playing a bit more aggressive on those long ranges and adapting way better on their attacks. But in the end of it, LFO just had what it takes to win all of those rounds.
Well, I reckon that's it from us today.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure casting you. Casting with you. That's it. I'm getting
It's
too
been
tired
good
for this.
to cast with you as well, Astro. Hoping to see you again in another match.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I think I'll close us out here. So that's it. LFO taking today's win. That's all for me. I've been Astro, casting alongside some of the nerds, and this has been Stylix League.
Good night.